Hi everyone, Chocolate Alchemist back here for a second part of my video. The first one was pretty long. I wanted to break it down into two series. Here I am stirring my beans. It's been about, I'd say 7 minutes. I just like to take them from the corners, move them in, make sure they're not burning, put them back in. Of course, these are the Ecuadorian beans, 250 for about 20 minutes. So every 7 minutes I stir them 3 times. So here, what I'm going to talk about today is how to make one of my favorite truffles. It's not really a truffle, it's kind of like a caramel made from unrefined brown sugar cane. Right here, some chocolate thrown in there. There's some organic raw coconut, some kosher salt, some smoked sea salt as well, a little bit of vanilla. So that's my caramel, that's how I do it. I don't do white sugar, I don't use imitation anything when I make it. And I'm going to show you how I make one of my favorite truffles. So I made the chocolate in the last video. I made my own chocolate here, put that aside. Here, a little bit of cocoa butter. Okay, and my mixing bowl. So what I do is I take a little unrefined brown sugar cane for just crunchiness and sweeten it up a little bit. Take my coconut, a little bit of coconut, throw it in there. A little bit of vanilla. A little bit more. You're gonna have to taste it anyway. Put all those nibs in there. A little bit of smoked sea salt. Step it up. Okay. Then I get beans, roasted beans. Put them in my little pilon. In Venezuela they call it pilon. Mexicans call it molcajete. Americans call it mortal and pestle. I just grind them up. I don't need to get them super browned here, but just enough, you know. A little bit of beans in there, whole beans too. I like. Throw it in there. I'll take some of these out again. It's too chunky. Grind it back up. You can see. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Now, I just got my sweet little imp knife from Tough Knives. Jeff over at Tough Knives in Pennsylvania, Schwenksville, I believe it is. I discovered him about a month ago, and he was kind enough to let me purchase one of these carbon fiber little sweet blades, so I decided to use it to chop up some of my chocolate here. So I put this on there. This is going to be the coating for the exterior. Let's just go along. Look at this little tiny knife. Look at him. It's a monster. Excellent. Good work, man. Love his stuff. Him and Jason Browse, man, some of my favorite knife makers right now. This little midget of a knife does such a good job, man. I'm gonna have to get one of his head trimmer cleavers. So look, this is the chocolate I just made in the last video. Chop it up. Goes right through nibs, this little monster of a knife. Keep it chunky. Throw it in there in that mix as well. Okay. Then I get a nice spoon, stir it up. This is what the caramel is going to be coated in. It's the chunks of chocolate, raw organic coconut, not that bag stuff with the artificial whitener on there. Some crushed beans, some whole beans, some of the smoked sea salt, some pure vanilla, not vanillin, not imitation, and some good old-fashioned unrefined brown sugar cane. You can use white sugar, but I prefer not to. I just think it's terrible, especially when you're using this caliber of ingredients. Okay, so then let me get a little plate here. Stir this off to the side. Don't worry about making a mess. You know, take some of my little caramel here. Plop it in there, right here. You can see. And then don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. You can use a little spoon too to help along. Just take it and coat it. Make sure you get a little bit of everything on there. It's so nice. And just crush it, coat it, roll it. Just pop it right there. Nice. That is so good. Delicious. So, make another one just to show you. You can make them big, you can make them small, whatever you want. I like a big. It's good enough for 2 to share unless you really love this kind of thing. I could eat 2 of them myself. tasted it, like chunky. So this whole smooth and silky smooth caramel with the tempered chocolate, you know, big deal. I like mine looking like topsoil. Looks like a rock or something and tastes amazing. So just to show you, I'll eat one. This little guy. Now, you know, it sits out for a little bit. I keep it in my chocolate box. I keep it around 62 degrees, and it starts to solidify. So it turns into this nice, like, not hard, but almost like a stiffer piece of just chocolate, coconut goodness, caramel goodness. So, but right now, I just freshly made it. Tends to fall apart, but who cares? I'm gonna eat one. Incredible. You can taste the chocolate immediately. By the way, this is 100% mixed between Venezuelan, Peruvian, and Ecuadorian. I get a lot of my beans from vintage plantations from Pierre-Ric, my French friend in New York. Delicious. Taste the coconut, smoked sea salt, the vanilla. Incredible. And the difference that unrefined brown sugar cane makes in something like this, it goes so far. It has that beautiful, natural, deep, bold caramel flavor. Incredible. Thank you very much. Enjoy, everyone.